Have you ever watched Portugal play and felt like something just looks off? Not bad, just off. Because on paper, Portugal have everything. They've got explosive wingers like Rafael Leao, technical midfielders like Vitinha, creative players who thrive in quick combinations and fluid attacking football. And then there's Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest goal scorers ever. So, why doesn't it always work? The answer isn't that Ronaldo is finished. It's that Ronaldo's style no longer perfectly matches the identity of this Portugal team. For most of his career, Ronaldo evolved into the ultimate poacher and finishing striker. He stopped dribbling as much, stopped dropping deep, and focused on what he does best: finishing chances. That's not criticism. In fact, it's what allowed him to score so many goals. But modern Portugal isn't built around one player anymore. When you watch players like Leao, they want space to attack. They want to receive the ball early, drive at defenders, and create chaos. Vitinha is different. He thrives in combinations, quick passes, rotations, constant movement. Bruno Fernandes is constantly looking for runners and creating chances between the lines. The problem is that Ronaldo's game is much more static. He wants service, he wants crosses, he wants cutbacks. He wants the ball delivered into dangerous areas where he can finish. And that's where the tactical mismatch begins. One reason for this is the difference in how Portugal's attackers like to play. Players such as Leao, Vitinha, and Bruno Fernandes are most effective when they're constantly exchanging positions, combining in tight spaces, and helping move the ball through different phases of the attack. Ronaldo's role is different. His focus is on occupying defenders, staying in dangerous areas, and being available when the final pass arrives. Instead of being heavily involved in the build-up, he's usually positioned to finish the move once Portugal create an opening. The issue is that Portugal's most exciting attackers are often at their best when everyone is constantly moving and interchanging positions. Look at many of the top attacking teams in football today. Their forwards press aggressively, drop into the midfield, pull defenders out of shape, create space for teammates. Ronaldo simply isn't that type of player anymore. At 40 years old, expecting him to press for 90 minutes would be unrealistic. So, Portugal often has to adjust the system around him. And when a team adjusts around one player, it can sometimes limit the strengths of everyone else. What's interesting is that Ronaldo can still score. His finishing remains elite. His positioning is still world class. Give him chances and he'll probably put one away. But modern football isn't only about finishing, it's about what happens before the chance is created. And that's where Portugal's younger players naturally play a different game. Neither side is wrong. Portugal aren't wrong for wanting a faster, more fluid attack, and Ronaldo isn't wrong for playing the role that's made him one of the greatest goal scorers in football history. They are simply moving in different directions. Portugal are becoming a team built on movement, combinations, and collective attacking play. Ronaldo is still at his best as a specialist goal scorer, a player who turns chances into goals. The question isn't whether Ronaldo is still great. The question is whether Portugal can play their best football while building around a striker whose strengths belong to a slightly different style of football. And that's why Ronaldo sometimes struggles for Portugal. Not because he's a bad player, not because he's washed, but because the team around him has evolved.